All right, time for the old Hildebrands to do the laundry room. It's a room we did a little bit a while back, but it was still kind of ugly, had lots of problems, and so we've been in the house for 12 years. Time to make some fix-ups. A lot of things Leslie didn't like about it. One of them is how those hoses all kind of pop up and are visible. Um, the washer and dryer we bought were actually new when we bought the house, but they've actually rusted quite a bit. They're not great. This sink was super dirty. I put these tiles in myself. They were okay. Made a tragic mistake. I didn't put concrete backer board underneath. I didn't support it, and so the tiles moved, ended up cracking, and the grout all broke. So it was ugly. So here we go. We're pulling stuff out. Everything comes out. That goes pretty quick usually. I take out the plumbing. We're trying to figure out where to put everything in this room. It's not the greatest room. This is the part I was most worried about with the whole project. I kind of thought that the tiles might be really tough to come out, but they came out really good. And actually, the grout scraped up pretty easy. I mean, it's a job, but it could have been a lot worse. I mean, I bought an $20 angle grinder to take it out. I really didn't need it. So we decided to put the washer and dryer on the other side, but of course, then you got to figure out how to do that. And so you're looking behind, you're cutting holes in the wall, and you're trying to figure out where the pipes go. And figured out that the power actually went around from the other side. So that was great. We just disconnected it and then shortened it, ran it to the same side from the garage, and installed some electrical, a little 220 there. I just used the old plug. And then we just patched up the drywall. I put a little bit of mud on it, but not too much because it's behind cabinets. Then we were thinking, well, what are we going to do here? Because we want to get this dog shower in, but we don't have a lot of room. And so I thought maybe we could find some space behind that bulkhead. And well, we only found 3 inches, so this was probably the artistic move in me, but I took that whole wall out to gain 3 inches. It's probably a little crazy. Cut a hole for the new dryer vent, fill the old dryer vent up with spray foam insulation, and caulk it. There we go. There's our 3 inches of gain. You can see, put some new drywall in there. It actually worked out pretty well. Did some mudding. I'm getting better at that. It takes practice. And then, of course, everybody in Oregon uses the little orange peel stuff, which I hate, but when in Rome, the rest of the room has it. You got to use it. But and actually, it looks pretty good. Put the backer board on the floor. Leslie chose some slate tiles, a Versailles pattern, which was very confusing. But I didn't break any tiles. That's good. They're a little bit fragile, but also beautiful. They soak up the water so nicely. And then of course you have to wipe off the grout and clean it up. Leslie chose some cool paint she painted. And there you're starting to see the tile a little bit better. There's a couple, when the size of the tile is so different, it's a little hard to get it even, but that's a light fixture from Leslie's old house. Then we went to IKEA, picked up some cabinets. Home Depot, got some wood to build the enclosure. And this project ended up costing a little more than I was hoping it would. Laundry rooms and kitchens, I guess, are a little spendy. There's the start. Trying to do a little bit of plumbing. Okay, don't judge me if you're a plumber. I know that. I do have a vent at least. I didn't use a sanitary tee. So I had to add some outlets for the washer and dryer on this side. So did a little bit of soldering. I took the old ones off, wanted to reuse them, and so I added a T. And then of course we used the push-ons for most of it. I put the tinfoil back there so I wouldn't start the wood on fire or any of the paper, and that mostly worked. One small fire, but it was blown out really quickly. Yeah, here's the new ones. These things are amazing. You just push them on, there they are. Way to go, world. No pecs here, but anyways, got some good hoses. Figure you don't want a big spill. So yeah, there's the stuff coming together. Built the cabinets. Now we probably shouldn't have gone with kitchen cabinets. That's just a little bit spendy for a laundry room, but they are nice and they work good, so that's good news. And then we started working on the dog shower, basically a utility sink. But Leslie tells me that one of the new trends is dog showers. This was the big challenge. This was the hardest part of the project. How do you get this thing on the wall? Leslie wanted that beautiful faucet that goes on the wall. Normally you'd have rigid copper pipes that would hold it a little bit, and you could bridge those onto the studs. But I got that big 3-inch drain pipe, so I can't run rigid. So we had to run. It was tricky. We had hoses, but I ended up wedging it in there, and it worked really good. It's pretty solid. I'm a little surprised how solid it is. So a little bit of dust on the fixture there, but yeah, it's actually a nice little dog shower. And here we go. Project's almost done. Got some handles on. It's a lot. The room is a lot nicer than it used to be. That's all the tools that it took to do this project, which ended up taking more than a month. I thought it was going to be like a 3-day project. But you know, every time I walk into the room now, I'm happy. So it's probably worth it. And of course, the beautiful thing about working on your house is you get the money back when you sell it. There's the enclosure. So anyways, hope you enjoyed it. Go get them. You have to live in your house. May as well make it beautiful.